In the annals of dietary history, one regimen has emerged as a tried and true method for maintaining health and improving physical performance: the ketogenic diet. This term may sound like a new scientific term, but it is deeply grounded in our ancestral past. In fact, the roots of the ketogenic diet are not a recent development, but can be traced to ancient times. Our early ancestors, who led a nomadic lifestyle, relied heavily on hunting and gathering for their sustenance. Their eating habits were dictated by the seasons and the availability of food. Compared to our modern diet, their meals were high in proteins and fats, but low in carbohydrates. Their food sources were often inconsistent, and at times they had to endure periods of scarcity. During these periods of scarcity, a remarkable adaptation took place in their bodies. Instead of withering away from lack of food, their bodies began to survive by burning fat for energy. This physiological adaptation, now known as ketosis, was the body's response to the changing availability of food. The body would switch from using carbohydrates as a primary source of energy to using fats, thereby that the individual could survive until the next meal. The Greek physician Hippocrates, recognized as the father of Western medicine, was perhaps the first to understand the therapeutic benefits of this metabolic state. Hippocrates noticed that fasting, which also induces ketosis, had beneficial effects for certain medical conditions. He is often credited with recognizing the therapeutic benefits of fasting and a low-carbohydrate diet for certain medical conditions. The ketogenic diet, therefore, is not just a fad diet, but a dietary strategy deeply rooted in our evolutionary history. Fast forward to the 20th century, where scientists began exploring the metabolic effects of carbohydrate restriction. This was a time of great scientific discovery, an era where the old ways of thinking were constantly being challenged and uprooted. The food industry, medicine, and science were all converging towards a deeper understanding of the human body and its intricate workings. New knowledge about diseases and their treatment was rapidly unfolding. Amidst this backdrop, one particular area of nutrition science began to stand out: carbohydrate restriction. Carbohydrates, once viewed as an essential component of our daily diet, were now being studied under a different light. The focus was not only on how cutting back on these nutrients could lead to weight loss, but also on the broader metabolic effects. Scientists were intrigued by how restricting carbohydrates could shift the body's usual energy sources. In the vitality of this scientific renaissance, the 1920s witnessed the advent of a revolutionary dietary approach: the ketogenic diet. Born out of meticulous research and experimentation, this diet centered around the principle of significantly limiting carbohydrate intake to induce a state of ketosis in the body. The ketogenic diet was not just another fad trending in health circles, it was a scientifically backed approach with therapeutic potential. Specifically, it was found to be a powerful treatment for epilepsy. This was a godsend for epilepsy patients who were unresponsive to conventional therapies. Their desperate search for relief was finally answered by this unexpected dietary intervention. In the 1920s, the ketogenic diet emerged as a treatment for epilepsy, providing relief for patients who didn't respond to conventional therapies. In recent decades, the ketogenic diet, often simply referred to as the keto diet, has experienced a significant resurgence in popularity. This diet, which has its roots in ancient times, has garnered attention among health enthusiasts and medical professionals alike, with its many touted benefits. One of the main reasons for its revival is the potential it holds for promoting weight loss. In the world today, where obesity rates are on the rise and becoming an epidemic of alarming proportions, the search for effective weight loss strategies is more critical than ever. Many have found the answer in the ketogenic diet. By restricting carbohydrates and focusing on high-fat foods, the body is forced to burn fat for energy, which can lead to substantial weight loss over time. Moreover, the diet also promises to improve metabolic health, another pressing health concern in our age. The ketogenic diet may improve insulin sensitivity and reduce blood sugar levels, both of which are crucial in managing and preventing diabetes, a disease that affects millions worldwide. There is also evidence suggesting that the diet may lower the risk of heart disease by improving factors like cholesterol and triglyceride. Interesting to note that the ketogenic diet is not a new concept. It traces its origins back to ancient civilizations where fasting was used as a means to treat various ailments. Over time, the principles of this diet have evolved and adapted to fit the needs of modern society. However, its essence remains the same. It's still primarily about manipulating macronutrient ratios, shifting away from a carbohydrate-dominant diet to one that focuses primarily on fats. The ketogenic diet holds more than just potential. It represents a paradigm shift in our understanding of nutrition and health. It challenges conventional wisdom on diet and opens up new possibilities for disease prevention and treatment. But like any diet, it's not without its risks and should be adopted with caution and preferably under the guidance of a healthcare professional. From ancient civilizations to modern times, the ketogenic diet has evolved, but its fundamental principles remain the same, harnessing the power of fat for fuel. This diet, from its inception to its current form, has always been about tapping into the inherent potential of our bodies, reminding us of the power of nutrition in shaping our health and well-being.